do not forget. We do not forget. Expect us.
Warning. What you are about to watch may make you question everything you thought you knew. Viewer discretion is advised.
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gonna be biblical.
And Trump has asked me to reorganize the federal health agencies, the agencies that have a portfolio that affects human health, which is CDC, NIH, FDA, as well as some of the agencies within the United States Department of Agriculture. He's asked me to clean up the corruption, number one. Number two, end the conflicts of interest, return those agencies to their rich tradition of gold standard, empirically based, evidence-based science, evidence-based medicine, and to end the chronic disease epidemic in this country. And he's asked me specifically to measurably reduce chronic disease in our children within 2 years.
Before I met you, I'll break 1,000 more, baby. Before I am through, I wanna be yours, pretty baby. Yours and yours alone.
Joel Salatin is a well-known organic regenerative farmer. Organic regenerative farming is how it's supposed to be done. It keeps the soil healthy, it produces rich, nutrient-dense crops. It is diametrically 100% the exact opposite of agriculture right now, where everything is done in a destructive, diabolical, toxic way that results in crops without nutrients that make people sick.
The CIA is now being sued, accused of working with the Biden campaign to produce a now infamous letter signed by 51 intel officials who all insisted that Hunter's laptop was Russian disinformation. Former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe joins us now with more. John, it's so great to have you on today. It's truly disgraceful what those 51 intelligence officers did. I believe they interfered with an election, and now they're being sued. So how do you think this is going to go?
Well, I know how it should go, Rachel. There's no legal basis for the CIA to withhold the documents that are being requested. There's no privilege that attaches, and there's no classified information because there are no classified documents surrounding Hunter Biden and his laptop. As I said when I was the Director of National Intelligence publicly on October 19th of 2020, Hunter Biden's laptop is not Russian disinformation. That was the official position of the intelligence community. And yet, despite that, there was this coordinated campaign to mislead the American people and the American voter.
Everybody that participated at the FBI in Russiagate. Everybody that participated in DOJ in Russiagate. All these people have clearances. They all still have clearances. Gone. Same thing at CIA. Same thing at DOD. Same thing at NSA. I mean, the list will be massive. The 51 is just a very public-facing version of it.
I have a message for anybody that's looking to hire Tony Fauci to be the CEO of their pharmaceutical company or their university president. Don't plan on him being available for work too often, because Jim Jordan and I are going to have him before the House of Representatives answering questions. And I sure hope he doesn't plan to retire in my beautiful Florida like so many people do. I think he ought to retire where he can be closer to his work in Wuhan, China.
Message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law: you better start packing now.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is.
Families can be deported together.
It is not an emergency. We are not facing a crisis.
The border in Mexico. A caravan of migrants chanting, "We are not criminals," is rushing to make it to the U.S.-Mexico border before the Trump administration is sworn in.
Tulsi Gabbard, I want you to know, I give you mad props for standing against this evil status quo, against this warmongering government we have. But I hope you get out of the grips of these guys.
It's something that I've been seeing pop up a little bit on social media. People who, so basically, what happened was early. I don't know, maybe in the first or second year that I served in Congress, I found out that my picture and name had been placed on the World Economic Forum's website under this category they have listed as Young Global Leaders. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, they have different people of different political parties and from around the world that are on this website. I was never asked to join, and I was never informed by them that they had put my name and picture on their website, and I honestly didn't know that much about it. But people have said, oh, well, what did you learn by graduating from Klaus Schwab's Young Global Leaders Academy or all this stuff? And it's just, it's unfortunate that there's a lot of, I don't know, false assumptions being made, I guess.
Mrs. Gabbard, it is almost comical how these things tend to happen in the first 2 years of Congress, just like the Council of Foreign Relations subscription you have had. Let us watch the choices you and others in public power make for the people. Remember, we are not Jesus, nor do we have Alzheimer's. Expect us.
Why? Why do you do it? Why? Why get up? Why keep fighting? Believe you're fighting for something or more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Is it freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love? Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. And all of them as artificial as the Matrix itself. Although only a human mind could invent something as insipid as love. You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist? Because I choose to.